is church doing right now currently? How many live viewers? How many?
I'm doing everything and I'm doing it in the middle of the night.
I'm doing everything and I'm doing it in the middle of the night.
The middle of the night.
I need you to do something about it. I don't mean to come across as a bitch or anything, but I need some satisfaction here.
They call me Argon. Don't worry about this ridiculous ass looking shit on my head, okay? It's just there. It's just there for the visual. It's candlelight visuals out there, bitch, pimp. Candlelight visuals out there, bitch. This shit and why it looks so preposterous, okay? Don't worry about that shit. We not talking about that right now, pimp. What we talking about is a whole bunch of shit going on in the meteor, pimp. It's a whole bunch of shit going on in the meteor like the dinosaurs around this bitch, pimp. Yeah. We gotta spark the square up for this bitch, yeah. Got sparkled the square for this shit. It's like 130 degrees in that bitch. It's like 130 degrees in that bitch. It's your boy iceLord, AKA Iceberg Tarantino, AKA iceLord Tarantino, AKA all that shit. Got more AKAs and aliases than Osama bin Laden in this bitch. Yeah, you know what it is, pimp. I was coming out here wearing this preposterous looking shit on my head, pimp. My son just turned 5 yesterday, so I'm kind of lit about that shit. Yeah, my son just turned 5 in that bitch. Yeah. I'm not prepared for this shit at all right now. I'm not prepared at all. I'm not going to hold you. Keep your distance, because it switches and it's tension in the hood. Hey, you know what the difference between ESTG and GNX is? ESTG can drop a whole mixtape without me listening to the whole thing. I don't unsubscribe. See, but the difference is too is like I didn't see the whole thing dropping across my feed like I did with GNX. I ain't even listened to GNX yet. I'm just like, yo, Kendrick, I fuck with you, but I'm gonna unsubscribe. You got too much shit blowing up my feed right now. That's some shit I might have low-key invented. Dropping a tape over a fucking period of time so that it don't blow up your whole feed at once. You see one song from that bitch pop up every few days. Yeah, I might have low-key invented that shit. I ain't gonna claim that yet, but I might have. We got few things to talk about in that bitch. Few things to talk about in that bitch, right? This shit hard, bro. This shit hard. Shout out ESTG for that shit. That shit go hard, pimp. Keep your distance, cause it switches and it's tension in the hood. I like the part where it said in the hood. Back to the hood. I had to speak on a few things up in that bitch, right? So first off, we gotta speak on this 607 4 extra situation. People might know how I feel about 607 They might know me and him had a disagreement about some things, right? Listen, you put your number for people to text you up on the internet. You can't snap on them for texting you. That's all I'm gonna say on it. You gotta play your role. You always gotta be humble, bro. You always gotta be humble. No matter who you is. That's all I'm gonna say on it, right? But regardless of me and 607 on minor history, LA motherfuckers got a history of thinking they the hardest thing moving. And they got a history of that being their greatest detriment. They got a history of that unaliving them. So, now I don't want to see nobody die because of this. But the facts are the facts. 4 extras, if it was one-on-one, you ain't bring 50 people with you, right? You ain't pulled a me move and bring 50 people with you to the back end to go extort somebody, right? Would you have kept that same energy? Be real. 607, I don't know how tall he is, but I know that motherfucker's skinnier than me. He's like $160 soaking wet. I'm $180 soaking wet only because I'm 6'4". So, he got like 10 people with him at most. So would you have kept that same energy if it was just one-on-one? You ain't trying to fight no Aaron the plumber. If you turn down a fade from 607 4 extras, there's no coming back from it. If it was me and 607, if 607 had a problem with anything I was saying, said, listen, throw the gloves on, ain't gonna be on no backdoor shit, whatever, because St. Louis, that's backdoor city. Ain't gonna be on no backdoor shit, whatever. And he was serious about that, right? He's like, listen, it'll just be a head up, one-on-one, no bullshit, right? And he was dead honest about that, and that's what it was. I ain't turning that down. He don't even gotta throw no money in it, you know what I'm saying? If you turn that shit down for extra, something weird going on with you. Yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. And all I gotta say too is I agree with what 607 was saying about all that weird jail shit you be talking about. That's the best way I'm gonna say it. Listen, if you do I don't care what the circumstances, what the reasoning is for doing it. You do anything with another man's ass while you fighting him, bro, you gay. I'm sorry, you fucking gay. It does nothing to make the other motherfucker gay. He unconscious. He can't say yes or no. This shit just makes you gay. I hate witnesses, ops, and opportunists. We gotta talk about Iran, Israel. Listen, no, it's not World War III. I'm tired of hearing people say this. It's not. Listen, first of all, Israel and Iran both know whoever puts boots on the ground in the other's country loses. You lose that shit. Both them countries is built like a fortress. As far back as when my pops was in the service, this was a known fact. You do not invade Iran. It will not turn out well for you, no matter who the fuck you are. So, as far as that goes, I just gotta say it's sad seeing all the F-14s, man. It's sad seeing that. I'm like, yo, the Ace Combat fan and be like, yo, fuck all that, man. Y'all had to blow up the F-14s, man. Come on. That's a fly-ass plane right there, pimp. Yeah, that shit ain't no World War III. Shit ain't gonna be no World War III. It's fucked up, right? It's fucked up, and it's gonna segue perfectly in my next topic of politics. It's fucked up because we in a situation, we can't let Iran have a nuke. You can't let them have that. I'm sorry, you just can't. They're too unpredictable. It's like, bro, would you let me have a nuke? Me just having some straps people don't want me to have because enough people be like, yeah, stay away from him. It's like giving the crazy guy off the street a nuke. You're like, yeah, this can't end well. This can't end well. So it puts Israel, us, everybody in a fuck situation where like, Iran, can you not, please? Because we don't want to have to stop you. It's like, listen, there's an old saying in the hood. You see somebody going to pop the trunk after they just had words with somebody, you can't let them get to the trunk. You can't let them get to the trunk because if they get to the trunk and they grabbing a bat, you fucked at close range. They get to a trunk and they grabbing a strap, everybody on the block fuck potentially. That's almost the same thing with Iran. We cannot let them have no fucking nuke because it's like that guy that you know is coming back to fuck something up. And you see him pop in the trunk. You can't let him get to that trunk after he just had words with you. You cannot let him open that trunk. You have to beat his ass before he get to that trunk. You have to shoot him before he get to that trunk. That's the realest way I can put it. That's the realest way I can put it. And it's messed up because it puts us in this catch-22 where it's like, yeah, we don't want to do nothing to Iran, but we can't let them have a nuke. That's not allowed. Tulsi Gabbard done said some shit about like, we have no proof there was anywhere close to a nuclear weapon. And people were like, she's lying. That's not true. No, in a way she's right because enriched uranium does not transmit to nuclear weapon. It transmits to trying to make a nuclear weapon. It's not even like the ending stages of it. And the thing about Iran, if they were to get a nuke, they don't really have a delivery system. They do, but they don't. They can't hit us with a nuke. It wouldn't be able to happen. Unless they built the nuke inside America, like a dirty bomb, and detonated it like that, there'd be no way for them to deliver it here. They have no long-range strategic bombers. They have no ICBMs. They don't have submarines. They don't have a nuclear triad. So, at the same time, because Israel, that's a little bro, we're like, well, with them trucks they got, they can definitely hit Israel. That's a fact, because that's what those are for. Those are IRBMs, or interregional ballistic missiles, which are designed strictly for it within the same region, i.e. the Middle East, trying to launch from one country to another. It's a really fucked up situation. It really is. It's a fucked up situation. Just like how every time it get hot outside, it's a fucked up situation. I got popped acne on my face and wound up looking like I'm doing meth. Politics. I don't fuck with no Democrat, no Republican. I don't fuck with either side. You know why? Republicans want to put everybody in jail. Democrats is just pussy as hell. Republicans want to ban all this shit that I fuck with. Democrats want to do shit that's not right for this country. So I can't fuck with either one. There, I got that shit done in 30 seconds. I just robbed the plug because I be making bad decisions. Chopper on my side shit look like I got on crutches. So yeah, I know y'all probably thought there was going to be more to politics than that. There's not. It's all a game to me, bro. It's all entertainment, bro. It's political theater, bro. State actors. That's all it is to me at this point. My mom be like, how could you say that? Listen. Because it's literally like a Montagnisa. It's two heads of the same seven-headed dragon, pimp. It's the same. You just get different bullshit with either one, but either one is some bullshit. Yeah, so I can't co-sign neither of that shit. It's like, bro, Pat the Bunny says stop playing politics because no one cares. You're right, I don't care at this point. Shit is stupid. That shit is stupid and played out. It's played out, pimp. My politics is a different type of red and blue. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, pimp. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Fuck, I look like go vote for some shit, pimp. I don't care if I could in my state, bro. I'm a felon. I'm not supposed to be allowed to do that. Now on to more important pressing topics. Jim Jones. Jim Jones. Say he better than Nas. Jimmy, I love you, man. I love you. You're blessing this generation. As a fellow elder statesman, YN of this generation, yeah, I fucks with you, Jimmy. I gotta co-sign you. But you couldn't exist out here without Illmatic. You couldn't. It wouldn't be possible. I don't even need to explain that. But I with the robbers, gang members, and the shooters. So Jimmy come out and is like, I'm better than Nas. Jimmy, as much as I fuck with you, right? If there was, it's fucked up, right? Because if there was a billboard just for shit that was on that piff, you'd probably have more hits than Nas. Nas wasn't on that. It's fucked up. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect Jimmy with none of the shit I'm saying, but I'm sorry, Jimmy. You just balling. We fly high. Just this one. You ain't even technically right there, I don't think. Free Max B. Free Max B. RP Stack Bundlez. You know, I'm Mack Bundlez, so it gotta be RP Stack Bundlez. Yeah, Jimmy. No. 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 This is not something you can lie about the same way you can lie about other things. This is not a matter of opinion. This is not a matter of swaying public perception. Billboard is a literal track record. It is a literal, this person dropped this at this time, it peaked at this number. This person also dropped this, and this at these times, and it peaked at this, and this number. There's no way to say, well, you know, if you look at it this way, if you pull the juggle and be like, if you take it in reverse, you flip it upside down, and you know, why don't you just freeze frame it? You know, why don't you freeze frame? Why don't you shoot it in ultra widescreen like Sam Hyde did with that recent video he dropped? You know, does that change it? No, it doesn't change anything, Jimmy. It doesn't change anything. At least with Jelly Roll, it's like he's using it in the classic Fiend Tactics use of like a matter of like there's no official paperwork of this. When it comes to Billboard hits, you can't do that shit. You never had a Billboard nothing, and I know that that's like, listen, that's like me coming out here being like, so I have more Billboard #1 hits than Jadakiss. Y'all know I'm lying. I don't even know if Jadakiss has ever had a fucking Billboard #1 hit, but just by me saying anything about me and Jadakiss in the same sentence and referring to the word hits, you know I'm lying. You just gotta be humble with some shit, Tim. Out of all the shit people want to say about Fat Joe, which segues perfectly my next topic, because I only be making movies now, Pimp. I ain't doing no little shit. I ain't doing no 5-minute video. All I do is fucking shorts and movies in this bitch. That's it. All I do is shorts and movies. If I'm not dropping something that's 3 minutes or less, I'm either dropping a song or I'm dropping something that's at least 15 to 20 minutes. That's all we doing, pimp. Michael Bay in the building. Hey, Afro House, I got a question. Hold on. Since the Afro House was not a thing, when this guy was out and he black, does that like recategorize him as Afro House now? More importantly, would he want to be recategorized as that? Or would he just want to be like, no, keep me as Chicago, LA, Detroit House. I forget which one he was from. I think it was Chicago House. But no, just keep me as that. It's about to go down like them buildings. But yeah, so one thing I can say about Fat Joe, he's always been humble. He's always had a sense of, and he even said himself, man, listen, I hold the door for DJ Khaled. I know I gotta be number 2. Like, I gotta be number 2 to that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say about Fat Joe. All the shit Eliza Rio said about him, all that shit, whatever, all that shit aside, he's always been somewhat humble. Yes, he has some crazy stories, but he's also like, okay, the Bridgeport Terminator situation. He came out himself and said, bro, we almost lost our life. We almost got fucking killed by that motherfucker down there in Bridgeport. He didn't try to turn around and be like, well, you know, like, but then we did this and say a whole bunch of shit that didn't happen. Which, I'm not gonna say that he could have, because Terminator names still kind of ring bells out there. He could have come out and had someone come out and been like, that did not happen. That's not what happened. But at the same time, it wouldn't have been as easy to do that with as it would be okay. So say he had a similar situation happen with somebody like super famous, right? And he tried to lie about it and say, well, really, this is what, like say 50 Cent, for example. 50 Cent gonna come out right back and be like, no, that's not what, I have video right here. So, it would have been easier to do that with a Bridgeport Terminator than 50 Cent. It would have been easier to try to save face like that. Fat Joe had these allegations, crazy allegations. Yo, it seemed like every time one of these SA lawsuits come out, that shit just have some parts in the type pages where it's just, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Where did this get this far? Like, it's so far out of bounds. What happened? I can't even put my shit on the screen. It's that far out. Like, the point is here. Like, the standard of what usually happens is here. And they go all the way over here. Okay? So now it's like, this happened 4,000 times. Okay, then. All right, TA. I believe you. Listen, I gotta start adopting the tactic of threatening to abandon people in foreign countries. I think that might be a Mack Bundlez tactic I start adopting. Well, what? I'm gonna leave your ass here then, pimp. Leave your ass in the middle of Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, you gonna be like, sheesh, you gonna be a young Abu Dhabi. It's fucked up how I say that. I told y'all, like, my pops had this friend trying to smuggle hash out of Turkey back in the 1960s. And he was never heard from again. They tried to find this guy 30 years later. Like, talk to his family and shit. They're like, it's literally like he walked off the face of the earth. It's like he just disappeared. And me knowing things I know about Libya, things I know about Gaddafi, and Gaddafi's involvement in the modern day slave trade, I'm like, TSA in Turkey really sold this man into modern day slavery, literally. They say, you think you're gonna come over here and break the law here, pimp? We're gonna send you somewhere, pimp. We gonna sell your ass, literally. Boom, Oklahoma. So anyways, these allegations came out against Fat Joe. There's like a rule, you're never supposed to flat out deny the accusers. And I try to follow that rule on this channel. Contrary to what some other channels do. Like, it is the law technically. Like, if you have charges brought against you, that's why when Kobe beat that case, he had to say, well, I didn't do this, but I do still believe this really happened to this woman. Because it's a law. It's literally a law. You can get a whole lawsuit. I think it might actually be a charge you could get over that happening. So, I don't want to say that that's not what happened. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm saying that the claims, it's a little preposterous, bro. Little preposterous. Okay? Like, it's almost that preposterous. Like, think about it like this. In Diddy paperwork, the shit about Drewski. Bro, you understand, if Drewski did like a frog splash to me, and then like try to like put his arms up to like brace it or nothing, I might wind up with like 6 broken ribs. I might die. One of them shits might puncture my lung and I might die. That shit I see on CSI that one time. So, of course for me it's like, why is there always something in these lawsuits that's just like so far out the range of what even seems possible that you can say like excess or whatever, that's cool. But excess don't got nothing to do with time. You can only do so much excess in so much time. You can only do so much excess of drugs in such an amount of time before you die from doing that much drugs. It's a little bit different when it comes to 4,000 whatever the fuck's a day or over a period of time. But come on now, pimp. I look at it like this. I would want to say if you was around for one of those and then you fucking got from around them, that would be too much. But I would really say, just because of like shit, I know how peer pressure kind of affect people and how money affect people on top of that. So I would imagine, I would give it even a little more leeway where I'd be like, okay, this dude's paying your bills, he's trying to abandon you in foreign countries. You see him do this shit on like 3 different occasions and they're all in foreign countries. You're gonna be like, I would understand why you didn't immediately get from around him. But 4,000 times, and it's going on in America, I'm sorry, that's just, why were you there? After like the first time, not even after the first time motherfucker talked to me about, hey, I need you to, I'm like, no, you don't need me to do nothing. What you need to do is go hire someone else, because I'm leaving. I'm never working for you again. I don't understand it, Pip. I get there's duress, there's whatever. 4,000 times, bro. Unless this motherfucker had you kidnapped and held in a box like Solid Snake, I'm sorry. There's no fucking way this was coerced, bro. The coercion would come from you having to go back to that motherfucker. Like, the coercion would be you were trapped. You were in this motherfucker house in a box, ready to get shipped anywhere by Amazon. Like I wouldn't understand how you were around for 4,000 shits. Like, I feel like, okay, maybe you could say, well, maybe he threatened his family, some shit like that. Even that's like, bro, you really think you're gonna threaten your family if you say, hey, my grandma in the hospital. I'm at the hospital. I can't be there for that right now. And you just block the note. Like, come on, pimp. There's a way out of it that I see. I see a way out of it, even if they threaten his family. So I just had to speak on that, where it's like, I know I've said some things in my music and on here about Fat Joe, where it's like, yeah, he got some crazy stories, bro. He got some crazy King Von ass stories, bro. But that's about it, bro. I mean, yeah, you could argue, like, I don't like exactly the way that things played out with Chris Rivers, with, you know, Fat Joe and them. I don't like the way that, you know, Big Pun shit was handled. Whatever the case, right? At the same time, I've never really had nothing against Fat Joe. That, you see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens from this. But me personally, it's like, come on now, pimp. Come on now, bro. Like, 4,000 times. 4,000. Another thing, speaking on that R. Kelly shit, you notice how every time one of these motherfuckers get locked up for that Bill Cosby shit, some Bill Cosby shit happen and they get out of jail. Like some inexplicable shit that wouldn't happen and nobody else happens, and they either get furloughed or completely let out because of it. This judge had a specific thing written just for Bill Cosby that literally said, if just Bill Cosby ever gets charged for this, that, or the third, let him go. Right. I did not know judge could give licenses to do certain things to people. I did not know this was like James Bond and judge could tell motherfucker. If Judge Madden Savage could be like, if Mack Bundlez ever gets convicted of murder, he must be freed immediately. He's allowed to do that. I didn't know that was the case, but now I need to get real close with Judge Meta Savage. I'm out did this.